What's Starbucks? I guess it's overrated.
Oh, this is hard. Because I don't like coffee or chocolate, but I do go there often. Overrated. Overrated.
Gah.
Overrated. It's so bad for your stomach. Underrated. I really like Blaze Pizza. They have a lot of different options for different dietary needs.
Wow, that sounded intelligence. I'll go underrated because I've only had it once and it was okay.
Overrated.
Good.
I like Super Burger.
Nah.
Shop local. That's my... Yeah,
That's it.
local,
Okay.
yeah.
Still underrated.
Overrated.
Yeah?
Air Jordans.
Oh. Jordans. Okay. Overrated. Way too expensive.
Way too fancy. I'm not fancy. Overrated. Overrated.
Wouldn't touch it. Overrated.
Yeah. No thanks. Oh. Underrated. AVID is one of our best programs on campus and within the district. It services a lot of students, and their strategies can help all students, not just AVID students. And I support Mr. Gale, and I just think that the program that he runs is top-notch. So,
Totally what she said.
Yeah. Oh, underrated. He is one of my favorite people ever. I could do songs and dance. He's amazing. He really does so much for our students, and he's really helped out our Monache Alumni Association by getting our podcast together. So our podcast is called Meet Me at Monache, a Walk Down Memory Lane, and that would not have happened without Mr. Stiles. And he literally made my dreams come true by getting that off the ground.
Yeah, I like him too. Underrated. Oh, underrated.
Underrated. We got to get our, passion. Yeah, we've got to get school spirit.
Since
It's
1971, baby, that's the game.
Okay, he was here at the first rivalry.
That's
week
when I
ever.
met my wife, where I met my wife. Underrated, totally.
It's a big thing for our family. We have to go every year. Super fun, exciting. Underrated. It's a great way to get our school spirit off the ground.
I loved it. Underrated, old school. I'm an old school guy. Loved it.
Did a great job this year.
Good shout out, Herrera, Baxter.
And Baxter, yep. Yay. And student council. Yay.
I'm going to go overrated. I do all of my stuff in class. I know you have to have some stuff to go home with. You can't get it all done there. But sometimes I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I'm going to say overrated too because the research doesn't really back a whole bunch of homework. There are certain things that if you don't finish in class, I think you need to take responsibility for and finish at home. But yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Winter. Sorry, Mr. Abiog. Sorry, all math people. Overrated. I haven't used the Pythagorean theorem in
I don't even
years
that's how
and
you
years
say
and
it. That's
years.
not even how you say it.
Oh, quadratic equation.
No.
I've never used the quadratic equation in my life. But I do linear think.
I think it's underrated because I think that there are a lot of critical thinking skills that are developed in math, and we use it a lot more than what we realize. But it's difficult, but we need it.
Overrated. We didn't used to have them. You know, we actually had what they called a multi-party phone when I was growing up. It's amazing how we survived without cell phones. I know, I'm old, but still overrated.
I think that they're underrated if they're used correctly. I think that there's still so much value in eye contact, in discussion, and putting your phones down is really important, but I think that they're underrated.
Can you tell she's my daughter?
And I would like to say that because you remember that one time we went on a road trip and I lost my phone and we had to use Siri, the GPS, and it was horrible. It was miserable. I cried. Underrated. Underrated.
Underrated.
Oh, it's Underrated.
Love music.
Yeah.
Changes the world, changes moods. I love it.
Yeah. Underrated, for sure. Soft rock.
Soft rock is okay. I don't know about this one.
Overrated. Yeah.
Overrated, probably. I like harder rock.
Yeah. Rock and roll, underrated. Yeah.
Absolutely. Underrated.
Yeah.
Love it. Underrated. I like jazz. Love jazz, piano. Piano jazz, great stuff. Love it.
I'd say underrated too. There's a lot of storytelling that goes in with jazz. It's really important for society and
Yep.
our culture.
Yep.
Underrated.
Totally.
Yeah, friends are so important.
I'm fortunate I have great friends. Totally underrated.
Yeah.
Can't live without them.
Yeah, super important. Overrated. I'm so sick of commercials.
Love Super Bowl commercials, but I'll still go overrated.
Overrated. They're not selling anything to me.
If you could see my tummy, you would know that I think they're underrated.
Yeah, they're good.
Love good hamburgers.
Yeah, underrated. They're really good. Is it cheeseburger or hamburger?
Just a hamburger.
Doesn't matter.
No cheese?
Yeah.
Super burger.
Without the cheese though?
Yeah, In and Out.
Without the cheese?
No.
I'll just go underrated. Yeah.
Underrated. I like a good hot
Underrated.
dog.
Yeah.
And at
Costco. Costco, $1.50.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong there.
Dodger Stadium, Dodger Dogs. I'm not a Dodger fan, but Dodger Dog doesn't get any
Yeah,
better.
it's like a cultural experience.
Yep.
Underrated. Underrated.
Underrated.
Again, a cultural treasure for like every culture around the world. They have their own form of barbecue in some way or the other.
Yep.
It's a place to come together for with friends and family. I love it. Underrated.
I just like how it tastes.
Overrated. Sticking to it.
That's it. Here I was thinking.
I think it's just too much. People make too much out of Halloween. I don't.
Yeah, I'd kind of go overrated too. It's gotten too commercial.
Yeah, just too much stuff.
Too commercialized.
Too much stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I got a blank. Did you say Kennedy?
Candy.
Oh, candy.
Candy.
Oh. I was like, what?
Overrated.
Yeah, overrated. I'll go that.
Have a piece of fruit. It's better for you.
Yeah.
YouTube. The YouTube. Underrated. So much good stuff out there if you know what you're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go underrated. I use it when I want to try and repair something, and I have an 11-year-old giving me instructions. Yeah, underrated.
Underrated. Useful tool for life.
Overrated.
It's
Overrated.
It's a useful tool, but I think it's overrated right now. It's definitely on the outswing of
The
things.
abuse is horrible. Overrated.
And there's a lot of fake news
Yep.
that people like will post, and like share. It's overrated.
Overrated. I don't even use it, so I don't even have it. So I would have to say overrated. If dinosaurs don't use it, it's got to be overrated.
I think it's underrated. I think it's a good communication tool.
Hello, talk.
Underrated. It's a place where you can see everyone's pictures. I love it. And there's not the same kind of commentary as Facebook and Twitter. I like that about it.
I agree with her. Overrated. Underrated.
Underrated.
Underrated. Yeah, I agree with her.
English?
Underrated. We abuse that so much. So much slang. So much, people spend their time doing this instead of doing this. Underrated.
I don't know about that one.
Listen to your daddy.
Underrated. There's so much we can learn from science.
Totally agree. Underrated.
Yeah.
We're not done learning.
Yes.
We're really a young species.
Underrated. Hello.
Golly,
Yeah.
we both teach
Come
that.
on now.
Underrated.
Yeah, underrated.
Oh my gosh.
Without a doubt. Like, hello. If we know history, if we have those historical thinking skills, there's so much we can do with it.
Absolutely. Learn from our mistakes in the past.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Underrated, for
I
sure.
read everything.
10 minutes a day can make a difference.
Not Kindle, books.
Overrated.
Once again, dinosaur, don't have no clue.
Just be you. Take off the filter. It's beautiful. Oh.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Any kind, underrated. Love 'em
Yeah.
all. Renaissance, music, you name it. Barbecue festivals. Do they
Yeah.
have those?
I don't know.
They should.
They have the Apple Festival coming up.
Absolutely.
Sign
Love
up for the
festivals.
run. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a way for people to get together and share and just enjoy the day. Festivals are awesome.